This last Tuesday was a crisp fall day, leaves everywhere. Honestly, I was pretty happy with our backyard's new decorative look. But no, Caveman Dad couldn't just leave it. He tromped outside, grumbling under his breath about leaf piles and getting this under control, lugging his big, noisy leaf blower like he was about to go to battle. So, naturally, we Floofinators went straight into rescue mode. I mean, here's Caveman Dad, flailing around with a machine that's roaring like a wounded bear, leaves flying everywhere. Obviously, he needs serious backup to get the job done right. I, Sadie the Sable Super Shepherd, did the responsible thing and began a strategic perimeter check. You never know what might be lurking beneath those piles. Squirrels, leaf monsters, unsuspecting blades of grass, and if I'm lucky maybe a fresh deer poo snack. Security is a big deal. I started circling the yard, keeping a close eye on each leaf mound. I was in full shepherd alert mode. Meanwhile, Leo, aka Roadblock, decided he'd lend his support by lying right in Dad's line of fire. The guy went full sprawl, smack in the middle of the yard, making it nearly impossible for Dad to make progress. Caveman Dad tried to shoo him away, waving and hollering, but Leo's a big dude. He was planted there like a great white fluffy boulder, giving Dad his best "you shall not pass" face. For a moment, I thought Dad might actually give up and go back inside. But no, he's a determined caveman. And then came Penny. Sweet little shark bite, eyes wide, ears perked. She took one look at Dad's leaf blower and decided that he was under attack. You know that face a dog gets when they think they're about to save the world? Yeah, that was Penny. She had lost her ever-loving shepherd marbles and lunged at the blower like it was a mortal enemy, barking, snapping, and pouncing with more ferocity than I've ever seen. She probably thought it was some kind of fire-breathing dragon. Caveman Dad was yelling her name, but she was way too busy protecting him to care. So now we had Leo blocking the field, me securing the perimeter, and Penny locked in an epic battle with the blower. But, of course, our resident Floofinator feline division had to get involved by observing from the window to watch and cast judgment. After a while, Caveman Dad tried another tactic. He turned the blower to its highest setting, figuring maybe if he could blow the leaves into a corner really fast, he'd somehow make progress. But Penny wasn't about to let him fight that battle alone. She jumped right in front of the blower and started barking into the gust of air, getting leaves blown into her face and then jumping after each one, convinced that each leaf was a separate threat. It was chaos, and I won't lie, I was a little proud. The Floofinators were in full effect. By this point, Dad's leaf piles were a lost cause, scattered back across the lawn like confetti after a party. I think he finally gave up because he turned off the blower, looked around at the mess we'd made, and just sat on the porch steps, looking defeated. I could tell he was considering going inside, but he didn't. No. Caveman Dad just rubbed his face and muttered, "I just wanted a clear yard. That's all." I walked over, sat down beside him, and gave him my most supportive look. I mean, he had to realize that if it wasn't for us, he could have been swarmed by all those leaves. Sure, maybe my yard was now leafier than when he'd started, but hey, that's the price of safety. All in all, the mission was accomplished. Leaves scattered, Caveman Dad saved, and backyard restored to its natural, leaf-covered state. We Floofinators did good work. You're welcome, Caveman Dad. Really you are? Floofinators out.